Welcome back, everyone, to a brand new episode of Pride to Podcast, brought to you by Rehab Entertainment, Wit Studios, and Kitchen Island Tea. My name is Darrell Anthony.
I'm Ashley Mitchell.
I'm Adam Andrew Rios.
And I'm Mr. Braden Bradley.
And we are all four back here in the studio today. We are so excited. Actually, all five of us. Ian is back with us today. Woo! Yay. Ashley's back here. We are so excited to talk to you today. We have so much to talk about. Let's get right into it. First, Ashley, welcome back. How does it feel being back in the studio?
It feels good.
I love your outfit.
Oh, thank you so much.
What do the B's stand for, Braden Bradley?
Braden Bradley, boobs.
Okay,
Ooh.
I'm down with that.
It's for
Big
bad
boobs.
bitches.
Big boobs.
Big boobs.
Big
Big boobs, Big E.
Big
Big old
tits.
tits. Yeah, that's your identifier now.
Yes.
So we're really happy to have you back.
Thank
Braden,
you.
I love your sweater.
Thank you
Tell us a
so
little bit about it. What's the
much.
story behind it?
Okay, you know what happened is my grandma, I call her Mama, y'all know that. She called me not too long ago, and she's like, Braden, do you know this gentleman, Harry Styles? I said, I believe I've heard of him, Mama. She said, I saw him on the news the other day, and he was wearing this really colorful sweater that reminded me of you when you were Joseph in the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. That was my favorite musical of yours. And I thought you could pull it off. You want me to make you one? I said, sure, Mama. And she did.
Wow. And I asked
Isn't it nice?
Braden, could she make
Yeah.
me one? So she's going to make one. So we're actually going to employ her
It
to
looks
Pride
really
Podcast
right.
to make us all sweaters.
She will. She ain't do nothing but feed her chickens.
I would love
Okay.
that.
She got chickens.
She got chicken
That's
4.
nice.
They're named Eeny, Meeny, Miny, and Mo.
Oh, and she ain't got to worry about egg prices. No, man.
No.
Well, it feels like
That
Eeny,
is
Meeny,
so
Miny,
cute.
Mo is what they're doing in Minneapolis right now by just killing people off. So let's talk a little bit about what's going on.
Okay,
I-
goddamn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, switch that shit.
My God.
So things are really, really bad. We talked about this last week. Braden, we were learning a little bit before we came on air today about nationalizing the vote. So can you tell us a little bit about what that means and what president you know who is up to now?
Okay, well, let me preface this by saying I'm sick of talking about all of this shit. I think everybody is, the fatigue is real, but if we get tired, then nobody's going to know what's
Then they
going
win.
on and blah, blah, blah. Everybody knows this. Okay, nationalizing the vote. There are about 15 states that are, I guess you could say, Republican majority in. So if we nationalize the vote, if there are any, and this is going back to the 2020 election where Trump thought there was fraud, obviously, like Fulton County is now being brought up in investigations, whatever. So if we nationalize the vote, then that means if there are any sort of questions, if there are voter fraud, if there are ballots that potentially weren't count on time, that means the federal government can come in and make the decision about whether it is legal or not when it comes to vote. So right now, obviously, there's a Republican administration. So if, let's say, in the midterms, if we were to nationalize the vote and there was questions about what Senate race or what House race, if there's questions up in the air, if like a close election, if there are any concerns from the federal government, then they can come in and make the decision if it's a real vote or a fake vote. So basically, it goes against everything that the Republicans stand for in terms of government being a large government or a small government. Republicans want a small government. That's what they used
say.
to.
Uh-huh.
So now it's like going against all of their core values if we do nationalize this vote, because now Republicans want a big government that can do anything that they want. So once again, we have hypocrisy and
At its finest.
at its finest.
So basically, what you're saying is that they've been preaching and like crowing states' rights, states' rights. It's got to be just states' rights until it doesn't benefit them.
Correct.
anymore. So basically, yeah, they're like, yeah, y'all can have states' rights until it doesn't serve us no more.
It also is kind of comparable to pro-life. Like you want babies to live, yet you are killing,
Murdering
quote
people.
unquote, immigrants, even if they are citizens. So like what life values another life?
Sure.
Just Republicans are so
And
hypocritical.
let's not talk about how many, they want children to live until they get in kindergarten and then they're shot down. So
Yeah,
I
that
mean,
too.
We think about what happened in Uvalde recently, and how
Motherfucker got off.
the officer
Scot-free.
got away with that. And it's really, really interesting how this is going on. And Ashley, obviously you're close to Uvalde and everything. Did you hear anything obviously about that when you were there? Like, how's the environment in that area?
The same.
Yeah.
There wasn't any shift of anything, Unfortunately, that's old news, even though like the trial just happened. Like, it's sad to say, but people really just don't care.
Yeah.
They'd rather have their
don't.
guns. They'd rather have.
Yeah,
Well,
they'd
I don't
rather
think-
erase like Rainbow Streets that's happening in San Antonio. Like,
Yeah.
that's what they care about.
Well, I don't know, going back to the gun thing, because Janine Pirro was on Fox News the other night
What'd she
saying,
say?
if you
Was she
have a
drunk?
gun, I mean,
Probably.
Her Klonopin.
Anybody
I
feel a
didn't
little
worry about
drunk or
her,
a little high or
her,
something.
like NA and alcoholism. But she said, if you have a gun, I don't care if it's legal and you have it issued to you. If you have a gun and come into the District of Columbia, we will arrest you and you probably won't get the gun back. And the NRA said, oh, whoa.
Right.
Whoa,
Wait
whoa,
a
whoa, whoa,
minute.
whoa. So going back to the hypocrisy, do you want guns or not?
Right.
I want
And-
guns when I want my guns.
In the words of the
Everybody has a
great
gun.
Candace Dillard Bassett, the line is always moving.
It's always
They always want to move it to,
to benefit them.
To benefit them.
Yeah.
So something else is going on. So the Kennedy Center is closing.
I think this is so petty.
It is so petty.
It's just because nobody wants to perform there now.
Well, that's exactly what
So-
Maria Shriver said. She's the niece of President John F. Kennedy. She mocked President Trump's announcement that he will close the Kennedy Center for 2 years for rebuilding, suggesting his real motive is to deflect attention from performers canceling shows in protest of his leadership and the renaming of the institution. So obviously this was going to happen. He got on there and said, let's make this about me. I can't believe that he was able to do that and get away with that, first of all.
He's the
He's
chair.
doing whatever he wants.
Like, that's kind of crazy, like, that he went in there. We actually have something to talk about a little bit later about a speculation. I'm excited for Brandon and I talked about it briefly when we were on our way here. Obviously, everyone heard about Savannah Guthrie's mom, Nancy.
That-
Guthrie.
Spectacle.
Well, we'll talk about that. So what do we think this is going to do? Because obviously I feel bad for the performers and people, a lot of artistic people. I remember at Texas State, the Kennedy Center, like that was part of what they did there.
ACTF.
So,
no
do we
more.
think this is really going to hurt the performance industry? Like, how do we feel that's going to
No,
impact?
I don't at all. Like, I think because they've already pulled performances, they were like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
It sucks because it's a great institution and it's an amazing place to
It used to be a
perform,
great institution.
yeah.
but no,
Hmm.
you don't get to like appreciate or like watch me perform at my best and do what I love if you're stripping my rights away. Like, how dare you?
Because
Fuck
a
you.
lot of the
Like-
performances, and that's something that they stated, are part of the LGBTQ community, are allies of the community, as we know, a lot of
Yeah.
theater goers. And so they were like, why would we want to come there and participate in that? Get Kid Rock now.
No.
They're already doing Turning Point USA
Oh
halftime
my
show.
God, I can't with Kid Rock.
I can't believe they're doing a whole halftime show because they said we want Americans to hear real American music at halftime that they will understand. And that when you mention that Puerto Rico is a part of the U.S., they blow up. They can't handle it. Like, and I'm just like, I don't know what
And
you want
Nicki
me to
Minaj
do.
is not a citizen.
And she's not a citizen.
Well, she's not technically, but
She's not.
now she's got her. No. But now she's got
That was the whole
gold
thing about the
card.
Trump gold card and why she's been shucking and jiving at the White House.
Baby, she been shucking and jiving.
Just call her Daffy Duck, man.
Just-
She's tapping,
She's
soft
definitely
shoeing
doing
and everything.
Quack, quack.
And I mean, look,
She is a quack.
it paid off. She's got the gold card, so I guess her paperwork is.
But didn't they say that was just a memento?
Oh, I don't know. I
Yeah, and
know
then
it
like
was,
they played her and like, oof.
I hope so. I hope that bitch
I hope
paid
they do play her.
$1 million.
Hope that
And
itty
it's
bitty
just-
pig get the market. Like,
All of
That's all you
this
get. That's
is
all you
what
get.
we
I'm not-
call flooding the zone to distract from the Epstein files.
Which
Throw
just came
this
out recently.
That just dropped
Just
a lot.
throw this there, get the media to cover all of this crazy nonsense to distract from Predator in Chief.
well, actually, Nikki
Ooh, I
actually
like that. I
supporting
just made
him.
that up.
Just a little note about that. Like, Nikki supporting him actually confirmed about her husband being, because he was up for, like, she wants to get him off the Megan's Law list, which for California it tells you who's the predators, and and her husband's on it.
Yeah.
And she all of a sudden is aligned with them, and like her husband may or may not be removed from the list now.
Yeah.
all of a sudden, and
I had said
Oh,
from
man.
the jump, I was like, oh, she's working extra hard
Yeah.
to
Uh-huh.
get her husband off that register
Mhm.
list.
I
But-
wonder, you remember when like all the Diddy stuff was going around and people are like saying like an undisclosed female would be at these parties and part of these like nasty things that were going on.
Mm.
And you always think like it always feels more diabolical when a woman is involved in like sexual deviancy of that level because
Yeah,
you feel,
agree.
The perception is that
Maxwell.
Which is ironic because there are a lot of people that are involved in the Epstein drama, but the woman's arrested.
Yeah,
right.
And so in my mind, I feel
still
like
alive.
Nicki Minaj is one of those women that are involved in that, but obviously we don't have any
allegedly.
Allegedly. This is just a theory.
But I don't think your theory is too far off because you know who else they say is a woman who like excuses that behavior? Mary J. Blige.
Oh, I believe that.
Really?
Because she's close with
My
Diddy.
mom has been saying ever since all the Diddy stuff came out, she was like, I don't like Mary J. Blige anymore. I don't think. She was just like, she is like this with Diddy.
Yeah. I've worked with her and she's not nice.
Really?
Yeah.
She didn't like assault me or anything sexually, but she's just not nice.
Good.
Anyway, but
unless she might have.
Unless she comes on the podcast, then we love Mary J.
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
I love Mary J. Blige music.
Yeah, I do. And I mean, this is all just speculation. Like, she hasn't done or said anything for us to actually like condemn her, but it just seems like
I think that
what we've learned is that anybody that's around Diddy, like in his circle,
is guilty by association.
Well, because he so publicly like beat all of his women and like was so publicly very like rude. So like if you hung around him a long time, I know you saw some really nasty violence.
So
Same with
interestingly enough,
Jeffrey.
I was in Miami, as you guys know, recently, and we watched Girls Trip, and Diddy's and that scene when Tiffany Haddish gets on stage, she's backing up against him, and everybody in the room I was watching with, they were like, this didn't age well. Like he's like letting her grind, and like they were really dancing with each other. Like it's just like what was going on in that situation. It's like there's so many people, and I think what we have to do is we have to get out of the world of saying and excusing celebrities, excusing people because we don't know these people.
No.
Like the reality is all the people who are still loving Nicki, you're still calling yourself a Barb and you're part of the LGBTQ community, you're a fraud. Like, because that makes absolutely no sense. She literally has went on her Twitter, and this is not allegedly, she has literally blocked LGBTQ effeminate men that are following her on her Twitter because she said boys will be boys and men should be men. And she wants, if you're going to be gay and like her, she wants you to be masculine. So, like, that is something she said. That is something that she's done. God. And if you're still shucking and jiving for her, like, that's crazy. And I'm not even saying you got to go like Cardi because for some reason people think you only get a choice, Nicki or Cardi. If you don't like Cardi,
Britney,
fine. Go like, there's so many other female rappers. There's Megan. There's Queen Latifah if you want to get into it.
Cupcake get nasty.
Les Lotto.
But y'all ain't ready for that conversation.
There's
Cupcake?
Oh,
right. I love Cupcake. I love Cupcake.
Coupcake.
Yeah.
I've been trying to cut back on the sweets, to be honest.
Word.
Yeah.
I've been trying to cut back on the sugar too.
Okay.
The blow pop.
Okay.
Wait, can I go back to nationalizing the vote for a second?
Yes, please do that.
Put a pin and blow pop.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut y'all off right there. One thing of nationalizing the vote too is the federal government, if this bill or whatever the fuck passes, the national government has the right to seize your social security number. They have the right to seize your health records. They have the right to seize your like ancestry DNA, where you come from.
Yep.
Again, it's like hypocrisy at its finest when the Republicans are shouting from the rooftop, small government, stay out of our business, stay out of all this, and this. So
They want you to stay out of their shady business,
Yeah.
is what they want.
it's just so. Anyway, back to your.
But wait,
pops.
didn't they already like take all that information when Doge was happening, and like they took a bunch of people's like social security? They had like access to all our social security information, like through our tax records and stuff.
Yeah, if
Didn't all that already happen?
if I'm not mistaken, though, that was just
Probably.
for the era of Doge. This will be like indefinitely.
I mean, they ain't gonna find nothing, but I have diabetes and debt.
Damn it.
That's the title of your memoir.
Diabetes and debt.
D&D. I know that's right.
Diabetes and debt.
So before we go to break, I did want to talk about some really good news. So the 5-year-old Liam Ramos was released. A federal judge ordered the release of 5-year-old Liam Ramos and his father from a Texas ICE detention center after their controversial arrest in Minnesota sparked national outrage. With images of the boy in a bunny hat becoming symbolic of concerns about immigration enforcement. The judge criticized the government tactics and mandated the pair be freed, and they have since been returned to their home. And it's such a beautiful ending to that. But they're such a small part to a bigger story because there are so many people that need to be reunited there, and
I was like,
the conditions are horrible that they're talking about.
He was just like, thankfully he was one kid that got to be returned.
Yeah.
All the kids that have been lost in the system were gone, who were just forgotten.
Adam, something I wanted to actually bring up to you really quickly. So I was talking to Melissa in Miami, and she was talking about how she was put in. I remember you told a similar story in an ESL class, and she's like, I don't need this. Why am I here? And they were like, oh, you can't speak English. She's like, what? And I remember you told a similar story, and like, it feels like that on a bigger level of them just looking at people, looking at their skin color and saying, you can't speak English. You're not from here. And it's like, what are you talking about? I'm speaking clearly.
Rounding up all the brownies.
And they literally they literally said like, no, it's okay. You can't speak English. And it's like, I just
spoke English too.
Yeah. It was weird. It was just like,
I love, because I imagine Adam with the same
little
size
baby
head,
Adam,
with
just
the
like,
same face, glasses. Like I
it was the
should be
same
him.
age as little Liam. 5 years old. We were in kindergarten.
That's so awful.
And I was just like, I don't think I'm supposed to be here. Like, I don't understand what you're saying right now.
Well, right now, Ian is saying to us, "Vamonos." So we are going to get out of here, and we'll be right back, and we'll be with more hot topics. See you in a moment. Welcome back, everyone. So before we left, we were talking about all the things that's going on in the world and how it's terrible. Some other decent news, obviously, is the Clintons agree to testify.
Is that good news, though?
Well, yes, I think so, because I think that, well, let me just read the prompt and I'll tell you. So former President Bill Clinton and former Secretary of State, should have been President Hillary Clinton, agreed to testify in a House Oversight Committee investigation into convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein, doing so just before a looming vote to hold him in contempt of Congress. I think this is a really good thing because I think they're stepping up, because that's what everyone wants to concentrate on. Like, they're like, oh, y'all worry about Trump. What about this? I saw this one girl the other day post online. I know we're going to talk about Donald Trump a little later. They were like, you know how they always say your president is a felon? They say now you get your news from a felon because Donald Trump was arrested. And I was like, that
is
not 34
that's
counts.
That's not.
And he also wasn't impeached twice.
No, and that's not a felon. Like. So I actually think it's a good thing, Adam, to answer your question, that the Clintons are getting ahead of it, I think is what they call it. Like, and
no, you're right.
Controlling the narrative.
It's basically showing, like, first of all, a man who got his dick sucked under the desk shouldn't be scared of nothing. So Bill Clinton letting you know
Well, she was of age.
I know she's of age, but like, he's already faced a scandal. So for them, what I mean is like, this is very like, sure, we'll go talk about it. Like, sure, I might have been around Jeffrey Epstein, but I didn't do X, Y, Z. Like, I don't think that the Clintons have anything to hide with this when all of their lives have been so public and everything that has happened to them has been so public.
Well, at first they said that they weren't going to testify, which is why they were going to be held in contempt.
Right.
But also, in the past 10 years, there's been people held in contempt, a lot of Republicans, and nothing happened.
Nothing's happened.
No.
So, kind of going back to your point, Darrell, now that they are saying that, okay, fine, we will step up and we will be the ones that, if you're going to say in contempt, we're going to take the high road and we're going to go testify.
Yeah.
So we shall see. But Bill Clinton also came out a couple days ago and said and he may say this in front of Congress on the record or whatnot, but he said there are a lot of names that are redacted. And he didn't say this, but apparently Donald Trump is mentioned more times in the Epstein files than Jesus is in the Bible.
Wow. You know, it's
and in
crazy.
the Bible about Jesus, I think.
Yeah.
And Trump has never read the Bible.
Has never read it.
He's held it upside down.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's
He's
crazy.
held it.
It's crazy that we live in a news cycle where Hunter Biden can be like, yeah, I smoked crack and hooked up with prostitutes, but they weren't underage, and we're like, cool. Like, we're like excited about that, as opposed to, because that's where we're at now. It's like, did you touch kids? And then you got Megyn Kelly saying, well, they weren't 8. And it's like, bitch, what are you saying?
So
they're not 8.
Men will be men.
Men will be,
It's just locker room talk.
It's absolutely insane.
Did you see now Trump is calling for Mamdani to resign because allegedly his mom's name showed up in the Epstein files? Because apparently they went to celebrate one of her new movies that was being released, and beep bop boops. People were. Anyway, the point is that now he's like, oh, you know
then
what?
Trump has to resign too. So all right,
That's the
Everybody
like,
resign.
well, so
I'm
then
telling
well,
It's flooding the zone. The zone.
Yeah.
To get all of the attention misdirected off against this
He's actually-
disgusting administration.
he's actually defended Bill Clinton a little bit because he's like, I see me and Bill's names together, and he said, I can't speak really for Bill, but I listen, I think he's a good man. I'm a good man. Like, we didn't do that. And I'm like, because they accused Trump and Bill of hooking up.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
right.
Somebody was sucking somebody.
That
I'm
is
sure it's Trump
not-
sucking Bill because Bill seems like the one who liked to get his.
That is not
I
what
did that.
I
Bill
would
were
want to
to
see.
If Bill were
That's
to
on the
suck
dark
Trump,
web.
how do you even find it? His fupa and stuff.
Okay, so I don't know if y'all been keeping up with the South Park episodes, but I am deep in them, and I understand if Trump wants to sue South Park because they tearing his ass.
The one thing that I did see, man.
The devil
Yeah.
is pregnant right now.
Wait, what?
Trump
Wait,
has
they're still going?
Trump, the whole season. Trump has
Okay,
the
I'll
devil
watch it.
pregnant right now, and right now they've been trying. Like, what's his name? J.D. Vance has been trying to kill the baby because Trump was like, "We got to get rid of the baby." He said, "But we can't do abortions because we said no to that." So, so they got the devil. They like made him some food, and the devil didn't eat it. And like, I think what's his face from Stephen Miller ate it, and then like he like choked out. Like, and then who's his press secretary now? What's her name?
Caroline Levitt.
So they found her finally, and she can have shit all over her nose, and she can't get off. She has like permanent shit on her nose. And every time she flips it, more shit grows.
Because she
has like
a brown
shit on her
nose.
Brown
because
nose.
she's in his ass. But yeah, the baby. Last I saw, the baby is still the devil's still pregnant and walking with a purse and being like, "I want this baby." He's like, "Me too, guy." So like that's what the whole thing's going.
Yeah.
It's
Damn.
absolutely funny.
I want to believe you.
Yeah.
You're right. If there's one lawsuit that might make sense that Donald Trump's
They
throwing
should
out
do
there,
it.
it's
They
South
should-
Park.
They should all get their ass because like it's the devil.
Honestly, they should get an award.
Yeah. And
not
then,
if they're not gonna get no Kennedy Center honor.
and then
Right.
No, but
Trump-
nobody wants that anymore.
Trump got a clothespin on South Park and was trying to jack off, and JD walked in. He said, "Hey, boss, sorry." And it's
With a
clothespin, like a little one. He was like, "What are you doing here?" And- yeah. I'm gonna
we have to stop.
I'm gonna project the voice and get it right. But let's go to talk about the Marshall Project. So, a federal judge blocked the Trump administration's attempt to end temporary protected status for Haitian migrants, ruling that protections would remain in place for now amid ongoing crisis in Haiti. The decision came after immigrant advocates and lawmakers argued that removing the protected status would jeopardize the safety of thousands of vulnerable people. So,
That's good news.
they went from being called, Trump called them shithole countries, if we remember the first time around. And so I'm really glad to see this because I think it's interesting the places that he goes to attacks. And if you look at the color of the people in those places, it all starts to make sense. Like paper towels in Mexico and then
Puerto Rico.
I mean, I'm
Greenland.
sure
They're
he tried to
green.
build a wall in Mexico. Apologies. Sorry. He definitely did some Greenland. Like it's kind of interesting what he's doing. And they're not even saying the quiet part out loud anymore. You can't even say that. They're just being open and honest about it.
At this point, there's no
They
reason to
were
hide
open
it.
and
No.
honest before he was elected. Project
The first time.
2020. They had told all of us what they were going to do,
Yes.
and we said okay.
Yeah. We did say it. Like
I'm saying.
they did.
I was like, I hope Trump does everything
He's
said
going
to do.
to.
That's the only way we might learn. Might.
Unfortunately,
I don't
it's
think we
gonna
will,
hurt
but-
more of like the downtrodden.
Of course.
But it is starting to affect his base. And I was saying to Brayden earlier, I said, there because obviously Alyssa's about to leave The View, and because she's pregnant, she's about to have a baby, and they're seeing who's going to replace her. And I was like, oh, they would need another Republican voice. And Brayden's like, there aren't many left, and that's very interesting because everybody's starting to. Even the people who are his big base, and the other night was it Hannity who was arguing with Candace Owens? There was somebody on the Fox. They were arguing with Candace Owens, and they were going back and forth. They were like, "You're a piece of shit." I know it's Piers Morgan actually, and he was like, "Candace, you are a piece of shit." And he's just like he said the only lies that come from you. And I love when they all get into a fight when a liar fights with a liar.
Yeah.
And it's just like, what are y'all doing?
We just double lying.
That's what I meant by there aren't many Republican women left with like voices that go on daytime programs, whatever. I meant like there aren't any like Alyssa, who's amazing. She is Republican, but she's willing to talk with her co-host and have like an educated
Conversation.
A civil conversation.
But there aren't many of her. I can't even think of one right now, honestly.
Marjorie
But
apparently
Essie
is on
Cup.
her way.
Essie Cup. Essie
She ain't
Cup.
there yet.
Yeah.
We haven't forgotten.
She's definitely made more appearances on The View this year alone than like I think
In her entire tenure.
I'm just like,
Yeah.
what is happening? So we were talking about a little bit about daytime television. You know, there has been some cancellations that have happened. The Sherry Shepherd show has been canceled. Kelly Clarkson has herself in the public signed off, and then we also have rumors of Jennifer Hudson also being canceled, and apparently it hasn't been announced yet. So we're seeing the end of daytime TV, and I wonder, do anyone think this has anything to do with Trump and the administration? Because I mean, all of those shows, I haven't really seen Kelly Clarkson talk. I haven't really seen any of them talk about it, but I have seen them make posts online like saying ICE out, get rid of that. And do you think they're being targeted because of not supporting ICE?
I think it could be two things.
Okay.
I do think that there's a lot of daytime talk shows, and so I do think in some ways some people are oversaturated and like it's spread thin.
Yeah.
So it's like you can only get so many ratings because you have to choose between this person and this person.
Right.
Yeah.
So there's that, but then I think media is on the attack in general.
Yeah.
I mean, Don Lemon, are you kidding me? Like if you have a voice, we're monitoring it, and if you say one thing out of line, we're locking you up and we're shutting you down.
As Ashley says, this is our last episode because I'm sure somebody getting this.
Absolutely.
It's nighttime right now.
We might have
well,
one
you see
more,
what happened
but-
to Jimmy Kimmel? They shut his lights off real quick.
He came
what I'm
back.
saying.
I don't necessarily know if it's like the political part of daytime, excluding The View,
Right.
because from my knowledge, like Kelly doesn't really get political on air. J-Hood doesn't get
That's
political.
what I was saying.
Right.
Sharon
Yeah.
I think
Cameron
that's
doesn't
more
get
of, like, the
political. I
I
think it's just this, not necessarily our generation, but the upcoming generation. They ain't watching no daytime shit.
Right.
So they're also like, advertisers know that, so they're not funding the daytime talk shows as much. Again, regardless of exception is The View,
Yeah.
but I think it's just where we are, and I kind of work in this world.
Yeah.
It's kind of where we are in media in general. Do you watch Tamron at 2:00 in the afternoon on ABC? Anybody? No.
No,
No.
I'm
You
going
watch-
into a meeting.
Right, exactly.
But so Braden, actually really good. Glad you said that. So for a lot of people who know this, like the daytime soaps were canceled, a lot of them in like 2010, 2011, because they were like, people aren't watching that, and they created a myriad of daytime talk shows to go in the place of that. The Chew, which I hated, and all those shows that replaced that. And
Girl had beef with the Chew.
I had
What was
absolutely,
her name?
Carla
Good
Hall
time.
can
Good
catch
time.
Carla Hall
Yeah.
can catch this smoke.
Oh no,
no.
she's in the Harry Potter baking show.
And that may be
Yeah.
canceled as well. We'll get to JK in a minute. So, but now soap operas are coming back. So obviously we had Beyond the Gates, which is the first African American soap opera since generations that is now on the air, and All My Children is in talks to be coming back. Susan Lucci has been making the rounds, but they're doing two films through Lifetime that Kelly Ripa and her husband Mark Consuelos, as everyone know, they played Haley and Mateo on All My Children. That's where they got their start, and where they met and fell in love. And so that is on the rise to come back. And I personally don't think All My Children and One Life to Live, sorry guys, as much as I love both of them, should come back, because I think they should create new shows. And I feel like there's
Or at
been
least
so
give
many
it a bit more time.
I feel like so many people have passed away from those shows that it would almost be unrecognizable. I mean, Susan Lucci, I think All My Children could do something because Susan Lucci is still alive, but the shows are so much of a shell of themselves, and all those actors have moved on. But soap operas are starting to come back because, thanks to people like Frank Valentini and Ken Corday, people know how to produce soaps on a smaller budget, because soaps used to be $65 million and more a year.
But also they're scripted. So as a viewer, if you wanted to watch Days of Our Lives at whatever time of the day that is convenient to you, you can go to Peacock or whatever.
Which is why they're
play
streaming now.
But for daytime talk shows, you don't necessarily want to go to Peacock to watch the daytime talk show, because their content is by then old news.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah.
And you just watch a reel about it later.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. So that'll be interesting to see what the daytime landscape, I think, looks like overall. You know, they started with The Real when they canceled them and other shows, so I think that it's going to be different, and we'll see how that looks. I hope they don't come up with another 4/5 hour of GMA, because
They won't, because GMA3, they all got let go.
oh, well,
So now producers of the first 2 hours are having to produce the third hour, which is all
that's rough.
They got the chop.
So, wanted to also talk about somebody else who was chopped. Oops.
This is
So
honestly
Jill Biden's ex-husband.
this could be its own soap opera in this whole thing.
Well, yeah, I hate that. Jill Biden's ex-husband murders current wife. So, former First Lady Jill Biden's ex-husband Bill Stevenson. Why his name Bill? Like it's like Kill Bill almost. Like of course
Well, it's
That's
know
why
whatever.
if your name's William, sometimes
I know that.
folks
It's
call
just
you
like,
Bill.
so we gonna call him that.
it's like Richard and Dick.
It's like Darrell and Bobby.
So, but anyways, William Stevenson has been arrested and charged with first-degree murder in connection with the death of his 64-year-old wife, Linda Stevenson, whose body was found unresponsive in their Delaware home after police responded to a domestic dispute call last December. Wow. So they've had a week-long investigation into this. They've obviously came to the conclusion that he did this, and obviously the Trump administration is already speaking out saying, see that? Look, and I'm somehow trying to connect Joe Biden to something that he ain't even connected to. He's been married to Jill for
decades.
Yeah, at this point, after his first wife, unfortunately, passed away in a car accident. So what is your thoughts about this? Like, what do you think? Do you think they're going to use this against Biden, who's no longer president? Like, I don't know why they keep bringing him up. I don't know why when a president
They're
is done.
still bringing up Obama.
They still mad about that. He wore one tan suit and they ain't let it go.
Michelle showed her arms and they can't let it.
They can't let it go. They call that everything but a child of Christ. So
she's not like Melania, who's killing it at the box office.
Killing it at the box office. You know, yeah, that bitch, she ain't killing shit at the box office. Like, I am so mad.
She's killing something.
The people in Palestine, Texas got in her dress, like probably a Kohl's version. And they put this dress on and all went to go see her movie. And they were like,
They did?
Yeah, girl, yes. It was on the news. They were like, we were so. First of all, Texas acted up because we want to talk about what happened in Buda, Texas. Where this MAGA person got his ass whooped by a bunch of teenagers. I don't know if you guys saw that. It was great. But yeah, so what do you guys think about this, Joe Biden? And do you think they're going to have her come in and testify because that was her ex-husband? Like, do y'all think, how involved do you think the Bidens are going to be involved with this situation?
None at all.
None. I think the media is going to try to tie it together, but they're not actually going to be involved because they're not.
Yeah.
Right.
It's another thing called flooding the zone. And they divorced in 1977.
Right.
So
right, that's what I'm saying.
what is 26
The fuck that
minus
gotta do with me?
77?
Like their children
75.
have children.
75.
Yeah.
Married in
Even
72.
earlier. Yeah.
Married in 72, divorced in 75. 26 minus 75, whatever that math is. It's probably like 50-something. Half a century ago.
Yeah, but I wouldn't put it past this administration to do something
They're going
outlandish.
to try, but like.
You mentioned, how Texas is acting up. Well, they did something great this time.
What?
We right.
What?
We got a Democrat.
Oh.
It flips a Texas state Senate seat. Trump won by 17 votes. So Taylor points. Yes, my mistake. Democrat Taylor Remmett from Tarrant County.
Ribbit.
Which should just show what could potentially happen in the midterms.
Unless they nationalize.
Oh, I was going to say, if they do nationalize, that also means get rid of the midterms.
Oh, yeah.
It's just every 4 years we're going to do something.
I mean, I do believe that. I do believe in this blue wave. I do believe a lot of people are very tired. And I have heard from several people, even on my recent trip, like I said, to Miami, there's a lot of people that I encountered that are like, we are scared. This is not what we voted for. People who I met randomly at the bar, they're like, because, it's a big Cuban population down there. And they're like, this is not what we voted for. This is not what we thought.
what I planned.
And
It's making me like enraged though. Like we were screaming.
We
at them
told
out
you.
loud, and it's just like not until it hits your home do you start to listen.
Yeah.
I
But,
think it's fucking hilarious that all of these like Cuban in particular, because I feel like they have like the loudest voice, but all like these Latino people, content creators are who have been like the one bitch from Texas, she's like running
Valentina Gomez. Oh my God, I can't
And
believe I knew that.
Yeah, you did.
Oh.
And she's been just talking out her neck, is spewing all this like hateful rhetoric, all
She's
for Trump.
crazy. She needs her ass whooped.
Trying to get Trump's attention, and all he did was like gave his support to the other guy that's running.
But she was
And
so upset.
Now
And
she's
now she's
looking
like,
like Berta.
Now she said, I will not protect any pedophiles anymore, Trump. I protected you. And I'm like,
Shut the
well,
fuck
girl,
up.
What are you
look
talking
look
about?
crazy now because you were saying that you were protecting a pedophile and now you're not.
Right.
So like that
because he didn't protect you.
Yeah.
What are you saying?
But I just think it's so funny that they're just like, oh
That is
no,
hilarious.
now my Thea's getting deported. Well, that's what you get. That's what you get.
No
I'm
tamales for
sorry.
you.
That's what you voted for. That's what you get.
Well, my grandma,
No Pernil,
who made this cardigan, sweater, cardigan, sweater. Anyway,
Cardigan.
my grandma, who
sweater.
has been voting for Trump, told me, I think I've already mentioned this, that she hates Trump now.
Yeah.
And so if my white grandma is now hating Trump, I think that kind of says, who lives in like Podunk,
Podunk,
East
yeah.
Texas, on the border of Louisiana and Texas, if she's thinking that,
Yeah.
But it's like there's still so many supporters.
Well, actually, I was something.
like,
I don't
not on the
know.
scale that Trump is going to say that it is, but like too
Bigly.
many. Like if there's 5, it's too many. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like,
Well-
there are still people that are doubling down.
Yeah.
That
Well, what
love
people
him.
are saying though, it's like Trump will leave someday, but the effects of what he has done will be felt for a lifetime because unfortunately he has torn apart families. I think about Haley and Hillary Duff. I know random, but they have not spoken in quite some time, and Hillary is on tour right now, doing her thing, and everybody knows about the mom drama that happened, like the mom group drama. Ashley
yeah.
Tisdale.
Mhm.
So the very next week, Ashley Tisdale and Haley Duff were hanging out and having a mom date with their kids. And Haley Duff said, Ashley's a great mom. I would have my kids with her anytime rather than have my kids with some of her own family. Clearly talking about Hillary.
Right.
And Hillary's like, I don't talk to her because she's against gay people. And she's like Hillary, like, don't fuck with her. And it hurts her. She's like, I wish I could talk to my sister, but she's crazy. And I just think that this administration has broken apart so many families. It's destroyed so many relationships. Like the effects are going to be felt for a long time because you're going to have some tough conversations with people in the future if you want to have them back in your life. Like, what were you doing?
including our
Yeah.
I mean, I can't speak for y'all, but including like people who aren't celebrities,
That's what I'm
like
saying.
me. I mean, I'm on my way, but
You are a celebrity.
it's
you
even
can be
hurt
Googled.
my thanks. It's even hurt like my family. Like I see them in a whole different light
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
you showed me who you are, and I will believe you. I have to.
And it hurts you a lot.
Falling out
It does
like
hurt me a
Brandon.
lot, but like,
a
damn.
lot, and like,
Especially when my family raised me as a Christian with like the Bible being like our North Star. And I'm like, with this shit, what? Is everything you taught me a
doesn't add
lie?
up.
I'm like, it's all hypocritical.
it is.
But they think it lines up, and I'm like,
I don't
how
get it.
I don't think they think it lines up. I think that they hope enough stupid people will hear what they're saying and believe in what they're saying. Like there's no way that they can actually believe in what they're saying and they keep moving the goalposts. They like this whole when it comes to like the pedophile shit, what Megyn Kelly said will stick in my head forever. The fact that she said they were not an 8-year-old, they were 15, and that is crazy that someone who we all
weird.
rallied behind to defend when everything was going on with Roger Ailes and everything at Fox News, everybody rallied behind her, and all those women who were victims or felt uncomfortable in the workplace, we all gathered, the whole world did. They made a whole fucking movie about it. And now
Seems
she's
like
moving
she's
the goalposts.
the kind of person that continues the trauma. She doesn't stop it where it happened to her.
Yeah.
It kind of changed her mindset to where now she excuses it
Yeah.
and thinks it and normalizes it.
For ratings. Yeah.
I don't even know if for ratings. Like I feel like she probably genuinely believes because it was done to her.
Yeah.
Then it just kind of opens up her brain to be like, oh well, like this is kind of normal. It happens too
Because
often.
God allowed it. It must.
It
that's-
allowed
must
it.
be a-
That's how
Oh,
Nicki
yeah.
You know what I
Minaj
mean?
may be, because Nicki was getting so much hate from people clowning her and her relationship and clowning how she treated Cardi and Megan and all those people. She said, let me go to some stupid people that will support and love me. People who used to say that she looked like a man and like all of that. And now they're playing Nicki Minaj in Nashville bars. They're like her and Kid Rock are working on a song together. And
Ew.
and that is just absolutely crazy. But before we go, I do want to talk a little bit about Savannah Guthrie and everything that's happening there. I know that recently her mom has been missing, and now they are saying that there's foul play, that she's been kidnapped. TMZ has came out and they said they received an alleged ransom note demanding payment for the release of Savannah Guthrie's mom. The note demands a specific substantial amount of Bitcoin. The amount is in millions. TMZ has verified the Bitcoin address is real. There's a deadline connected to the alleged ransom and an element of or else, the outlet reported. We forwarded the alleged ransom demand to Pima County Sheriff. The Pima County Sheriff's Office said, we are aware of reports circulating about possible ransom notes and regarding investigation into Nancy Guthrie. We are taking all tips and leads very seriously. Anything that comes in goes directly to our detectives who are coordinating with the FBI. So, Braden, we spoke a little bit about this. Let's go ahead.
Why does it always come back to me?
Let's take a break because we need to take a break. I need to refill my glass.
Yes, because this is...
And we're going to come back with this because...
I'm curious.
I'm curious to know. I have a couple questions, so
yeah,
we'll take.
And
we'll
I
take
need
a
to
quick
check
break.
my Bitcoin account.
Absolutely, we'll be right back.
It's negative.
At least you got one. Welcome back, everyone. I was just torturing Ashley off camera.
Always.
It was my favorite thing. So, well, this is not a good transition. So, speaking of torture,
No.
I know, no. It's very sad, and I really hope that we find out what's going on. But Savannah Guthrie, as I talked about before we went to break, her mom, Nancy, there's allegedly a ransom note. TMZ has talked about it. Braden, you and I talked about this before, and this is a really serious thing. I know we
What's
wanna
your
talk about.
theory that you had?
Well, I didn't technically have a theory at first until I started when Braden informed me that there's been some posting to talk about it, because I don't want to take the word like that.
Well, first of all, let's not always trust TMZ as the news source.
Correct.
Okay?
That's why I said
So
allegedly.
now that that's out there, not that I believe in conspiracy theories. Until I do.
Well, a little bit.
I think, again, I'm going to say flood the zone again. I think this might be a government issue.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason I think that is because what I've been reading on social, people like to spin and talk and all that stuff. But Nancy Guthrie, who's 84 years old, has recently been posting about the shit that's happened in Minneapolis, anti-ICE, all of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So with what happened to Don Lemon the other day, I feel like, and some social feels like they're coming after journalists to distract from the Epstein files and all the other bullshit. So I feel like maybe it's a government ploy to have kidnapped and who knows what else to Nancy Guthrie, because look at what it's done. It's taken Savannah off the air. She's not covering the Olympics. She's not going to be on live TV at NBC for quite some time. So it's another mouth closure of someone who has been vocal about what's happening in the world and the administration. I don't know. Just throwing that out there.
No, I follow that. I can get behind that theory.
Or could it even not be necessarily government led, but just someone with that same goal?
Maybe, yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But I feel like
Copycat.
if it was someone with that same goal, they would have already found him by now, and they would have already had more clues than alleged blood
I
splatter.
feel like B613.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
absolutely.
It's like, when
100%.
did our world just become one long season of scandal?
It feels
When
like when
people-
One big
remember when
thriller.
Olivia
In
got kidnapped and
2016?
had the
Yeah,
newspaper?
2016.
This is what it feels like, and it's just horrific. And it took me back to thinking about what happened to Jennifer Hudson's
Yes.
family when they were killed. It's
Well,
just
that was the Illuminati, not the government. But one
Yeah.
could argue it's the same thing.
yeah, and it's just to do that to someone that age. It just feels like
Who lives alone?
who lives
It
alone.
feels diabolical.
And just the scene of it, I remember, when Naya Rivera, when that happened to her, when she was trying to save her child, and everyone was like, "We think she's alive. We hoping," and it's like,
Oh no.
"Oh no, baby!" And it's just like
Let
the
that go.
fact that they found so much blood, allegedly, at Nancy Guthrie's home. It's just like we pray for the best, but we feel the outcome, and it gives you this weird feeling in your stomach that even if she were to survive the encounter, which obviously is what everyone's praying and hoping for, who knows what her mental state and everything is going to be in. So we send so much love to Savannah and her family, and we hope for an outcome soon so everyone's hearts and minds can be at peace.
I had a call with NBC today, actually, and I didn't bring it up, but of course they did. Just the mood over there is, of course, just distraught. I mean, Savannah's one of the humongous faces of
Right.
one of the biggest networks
Yeah.
in the country, in the world. And I also think what could contribute to this conspiracy theory, if it is she's the least assumed person who would be attacked by the government.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's why they were thinking they could get away with it. With Don Lemon, of course, he's like out there and spoke. Jimmy Kimmel out there and spoken about it. That's like an easy target. But Savannah is just a beautiful light. Of course, she's spoken about it.
Mm-hmm.
But like, why would they attack a Christian woman who's like in the face or is the face of everyone's like household every single day? Anyway, that's just a theory. Just a theory.
And I
Could
think
be a scare
also
tactic.
to get behind that theory, because it's a Bitcoin that they're requesting, and see why I think it could be political, because old Donnie pivoted recently, calling cryptocurrency. He used to call cryptocurrency a scam, is now promoting the U.S. as the crypto capital of the world, driving policies to dismantle regulations and fostering a family-linked crypto business. World Liberty Financial.
And he's already made $1.5 billion off of the presidency.
This is why when you said it could be a political thing, I got right behind that, because it's like, now we're talking cryptocurrency. Now we're talking Bitcoin. It's just all too convenient.
That you can't really, it's not really regulated right now because it's so new. So all of a sudden it's
it's in fashion now.
It's really
Anyway,
I hope that's not the case, but like, who the fuck knows these days? Who the fuck knows these days?
well, I know you just brought up the Olympics, and I really want to talk about that.
Let's talk about
Talk
it.
about it.
Yeah.
The Olympics are coming up. Beep, 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 beep. I love the Olympics. I love the Winter
You
Olympics.
so do.
Yes.
I love
wait for
the
ice
Olympics.
skating.
Yes, and we have like a new U.S. that's a new men's U.S. Skater.
Yes.
That's going to be hopefully taking home the gold. We'll see. His name is Ilya. Yeah. Very heated rivalry.
Oh, his name's Ilya.
I haven't
The character
watched
name?
Heated
Yeah, okay, so
Rivalry
Ashley has
yet.
not watched Heated Rivalry yet.
Ashley.
Yes, that
please.
Okay, but I was waiting to come here because Darrell informed me. He was just like, listen, I would wait. Definitely don't watch it around your parents because you don't want them to watch.
I don't know.
it out.
I think First Lady would get behind it. I think Miss Mitchell would get behind it. I do.
Darrell said cheeks are being clapped. So
Oh well,
Cheeks
yeah.
are definitely
okay, well I don't need to watch that one.
Come on, it's 2026. Cheeks clap.
You are
Cheek
right,
clap.
Brandon.
You are.
I
Cheeks
think
do
as a
clap.
godly woman, she would recognize that
Yeah.
people have sex.
But that sounds.
Absolutely,
my
but there's
biggest-
a difference between like watching a movie that has a sex scene.
There's
That's
no
fine, but there's a
nudity.
difference between that and cheeks. Being
Yeah,
there's
there's
no
there's
nudity.
only like
it's all love and
You,
intimacy.
you do see a booty hole.
No, you
A
don't.
booty
I
hole?
mean, not a
You
hole, but
don't?
just a
Oh
booty.
my
Like
God.
no.
You do not see a
You don't see the hole. Sorry, redacted. Epstein.
Again.
You don't
No.
see, it's not NC-17. It's very just like
Not you know what NC-17 is.
it's
Come on,
just-
bitch.
It's very.
Is it very
like,
it's on HBO, right? So it's
Yeah.
like that HBO like
Technically, Crave.
like I feel like
Right.
like Insecure, like it wasn't like
yeah, you're going to see an ass,
but like you're gonna see
And you're gonna see
you're
thrusting.
gonna see thrusting.
You see
Yeah.
thrusting. I mean, and you see right. Listen, I think it normalized like gay sex. I mean, except for the fact that they would go eat full meals and then go have sex and nobody douched. I have big questions about that.
That's just, it's just
it's
production.
just. I was like, yeah, you can't.
Well, they
get
need to
too
produce
caught
a
up.
But
dude.
I saw like what was that
Produce.
video? Somebody
Produce.
I think Jarvis had sent it where it was like this guy was saying like heated rivalry and like porn, not that they're
Yeah.
the same thing, can like kind of ruin people's idea of what sex is and
Absolutely.
should be.
Yeah.
And so
But it can also, I feel like heated rivalry specifically can like help people understand, because I talked about it last time where they had a bunch of straight men watching heated rivalry and they would watch it and then they'd be like, oh, this is gonna be gross, and then by the end they were like, yo, like get together. Like it actually was a little thing that they did, and on TikTok it worked. I do
think what
think
it
that seeing
also-
gay sex, you realize like y'all
We all do it.
We all do it.
yeah.
we all do gay
How
sex.
many how many straight men that put it in a girl's booty? Y'all done did it.
So I think also
You
though,
said-
what I did love about the show was that there was no
A hole is a hole.
like it was.
Any hole is a goal.
How do I put this? Like it wasn't trauma based. Like we weren't dealing
yeah.
with like gay bashing.
I was
or,
triggered,
like-
but go on.
but like for for other bullshit reasons.
Right.
But it was just about love and like acceptance,
Attraction.
It was.
attraction, and sexual
Communication.
desire.
real story.
Yes, it
Yes,
wasn't, like-
exactly.
it wasn't focus solely on, oh, they have HIV, they're gonna die. Like, you know what I mean? It wasn't
Right.
that kind of trauma.
Can't wait for you to watch it.
and they had
it's
it with
beautiful.
they
I
did
cried.
it with
I cried
men.
too.
Like every
Yeah.
episode.
I feel they did it with men who Shane had a little bit of affinity to him, but they did it with men that would relate to a straight population. Like they were very like
Yeah,
they
they
played
were-
sports. I mean, Shane was masculine, but I felt like he had the femininity in him, not just because he was a bottom, but because because that's not what that means, but because he had more emotion in the story.
Yeah.
And I think that, they obviously lead to women having more emotion in a relationship. So I think it was a really beautiful story.
It
Can't
was.
wait.
But
I
going
binged
back
it.
to yeah, me too.
I couldn't stop.
Back to the Olympics. What's
Oh, yeah.
your favorite Olympic openings that you can remember?
Oh.
Ooh, that's a great question.
Like winter and summer, or
Whatever.
fall,
Spring, summer.
Come on,
spring, summer.
Sure,
September.
Yeah, September,
Joggers.
spring, summer.
Joggers.
Joggers. Oh, I can't think off the top of my head.
I have to.
I am excited about Mariah, though.
Mm-hmm.
Mariah who?
She opened it.
Very-
The alien?
Oh,
Don't piss me off.
not her first episode back in
Right.
2026.
Yeah.
Mariah.
She's
Carey.
opening the Winter Olympics?
Yes.
Oh.
What kind of Olympic fan are you?
I just
He's
watch
not
it
a
for the
lamb.
sports. Yeah, that too.
I'm a lamb.
What's the other Mariah name? Once upon a time, I don't know, long ago, I was a hoe. What's her name?
Mariah Lynn.
Yeah. her.
Yeah.
Oh,
I like her.
Anyway,
Formerly of Love and Hip Hop, which is now canceled.
Cancel.
okay,
got
so
the job.
my two would definitely be the Spice Girls. Hello.
Oh, hello.
That was
epic.
Yes.
That was epic. But then my second might be Celine Dion when she became unstiff.
Oh, the French, the Paris Olympics.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I like that too.
Yeah, that
Like,
was beautiful.
Both
after-
of those I would agree with.
After she
I'm mad you said became unstiff.
Well, what do you say? Like
I don't know.
I'm not a
Oiled
doctor.
up.
She locked
Lubed
in.
up.
Or she unlocked.
Unlocked.
She unlocked,
Mm.
and then she got up there in the Eiffel Tower and just. I
I thought you were going to say, row your boat.
She might have said that. I don't know, French.
I would listen to her sing "Row, Row, Row Your Boat."
I loved when they were in England, and then that opening, and then also in Tokyo.
Who was the opening?
I don't remember who it was. It was just
just the artistry.
just the
Yes.
artistry.
Oh my goodness.
What's
was
the
like-
guy's name? His name is Peter something he was carrying
The Hunger Games.
No, not Peter Millar.
Peter Malark.
Peter Malar.
No, fool.
Peter
His
Malark.
name is Peter Tufa. He carried
For
The oiled guy.
Yeah, the
Yeah, I
oiled up
can't
daddy.
believe. Look at me, I'm batting 1,000 today. I know
from
Peter
Tonga,
Tufa, baby.
from Tonga.
Yeah, 'cause
yeah.
Guy.
I licked the bean too.
He was real fine. But yeah,
Pole to pole.
Pole to pole. Will Smith.
those
Watch
were
it.
two that I remember.
I'm not watching
just
that.
being like, just
Why not?
Because it's Will Smith. It might
So?
slap me.
Stop it.
Or he could
He
put your
talks
pole to
about
his
that.
pole.
He does?
Yeah.
At which pole? North or south?
I don't know if
It's
as long
pole
as it's,
to pole.
as long as it's fresh, my prince.
They're touching.
Shut up, Jarrell.
Pole to-
you tried that one. No, I ain't gonna give you that one.
No, don't give it to me, friend.
Mm-mm.
Damn. Well, slap
You
me.
should watch it. It's
I
good.
can't. I still
Why
can't get
not?
over.
You're mad at him.
I'm so mad.
Why?
Why?
Because he assaulted.
Okay,
Shit.
Okay, but listen to him and how he feels about the situation.
Okay.
Chris Rock jigabooed. Like, he literally was up there cooning, and Chris Rock sat in a room and let all those white comedians sit there and say the word nigga 100 times, and he said that, said, nigga, and they just said, yeah, Chris, and they clapped, and he's like, no, Chris Rock can get fucked. Everybody does hate Chris. I said it.
Oh no.
And now moving on.
Okay, well, about Will, in his little pole to pole,
It's time for us to go off the air.
we're definitely, this is our last episode. But he said, because he put so much pressure on him, like he was like, I want to be the biggest movie star in the world and blah, 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 blah. He said after the slap, he was like, there's a lot of emotion, but part of him was like, oh, thank God, the image of Will Smith is dead. Like now I can finally breathe and be
Start over,
myself.
yeah.
Yes. And I was just
Okay,
like,
I
okay,
can get that.
I
I can get
feel
behind
that.
that.
Like he was at a boiling point and like he goes through this whole journey because each episode is like, I'm in the pursuit of happiness or I'm trying to find like this and that. And so in the happiness
Is Jada there?
no.
So that's why he happy.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I hate that because you know I'm a Jada defender.
Jarrell,
Actually,
let's play the quiet game.
No,
for the rest
actually walked
of...
by my room one night and I was in that defending
Yo,
Jada to two men that I was supposed to be hooking up with. Supposed to be having a threesome. I
It
ended up
was
kicking
like
both of
3
them
in the
out.
morning. I'm getting
Pole to pole.
Exactly.
No, yeah.
I get up to use the bathroom and I hear Darrell fussing. I was like, what's going on? I hear him defending Jada Pinkett's life.
Jada,
with everything he has.
I missed out on some dick because of you. 2 dicks. I said, absolutely not. What's not finna go down here is y'all not finna be sitting here talking about Jada Pinkett.
He
'Cause
did.
She's a black woman and
He
she's
did.
real. Like, I cussed their ass out for like an hour. Ashley was like, girl, I heard you fussing. You good?
Yeah. Well,
Okay,
I
I'll
wasn't
watch
mad at
Pole
it.
to Pole.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
should.
watch
You
Pole.
should.
My mom texted me the other day to watch it.
Really? She
I didn't
watched
respond. Yeah,
it? Okay.
because I'm mad. I was
I
still
love
mad.
that she's
Don't be
telling you to go pole to
mad.
pole.
He is
Not.
human.
Oh.
He can make mistakes and he shouldn't be condemned for it.
Okay, Megan Kelly.
Okay,
Okay.
those are 2 different things. I ain't say nothing about no 8-year-olds.
I want to talk about.
Move on.
I want to talk because we were talking about the Olympics.
Oh yeah, how did we get from pole?
Pole to pole.
John
Pole vault,
'Cause it's
Weir
cold.
Pole vault.
and Tara Lipinski
Johnny Queer.
Traitors.
Weird.
are on Traders.
Yes. Traitors is so
See what I did there?
I
I
kind of.
see what you did
You
there.
mean kind of? They were both Olympians.
I was still thinking about pole.
to pole.
Yeah.
Just
Obviously.
Anyway, I haven't
don't
been
want
keeping
one.
up with Traders as
Okay,
much
Traitors.
as you guys have, but I did
Yes.
watch this last episode,
Brenna.
Yeah,
and I'm glad she's gone because she was running around acting like
A traitor.
a traitor. Like,
do you
what are
expect
you doing?
Lisa
She
Rinna
did not
traitor
defend
Well,
herself.
Braden
Not
and
well.
Lisa Rinna have something in common.
What?
Because Braden likes to go around and be like, hey, it's me. I'm the one.
Yo,
If Braden,
that video we sent was
Yeah.
just like, all right, girl, listen, I'm a traitor.
me and Braden can do it.
Okay,
That
whoa.
would definitely be a,
Whoa,
if
whoa, whoa.
any of us were in the castle.
Yeah, I'd be like,
oh,
let's
I'm a
get this
traitor.
money together, girl.
Right.
Let's not tell
I'm
her.
not going to kill you, though.
No, I
But, like, help me.
absolutely would do that for my friends.
Yeah.
But I can't hold hot water.
I wouldn't, if we were all in traders, I wouldn't be able to be a traitor because Darrell would call me out immediately.
I would look right at you.
You'd be like, Ashley's lying. I'd be like, shut up, Darrell.
I would look around the table and say, "You're a traitor. You're a traitor. You're a traitor. You're a traitor. You're a traitor. You're
Okay,
a traitor. I'm a
Meredith
traitor.
Marks.
I'm not a traitor."
You lied, you lied, you lied.
Uh-huh.
Meredith
All
Marks
lies.
is out of control and like
I know. Put a pin in
she
Housewives.
should be let go. Yeah, man.
Traders.
is really good.
Yeah, it's
Um,
fun.
Yeah.
But
Col-
I
the
was like,
Colton of it all.
I was like, oh my god, Tara and Johnny are both on. this
Yeah.
season.
Which nobody is suspicious that they're friends because nobody really.
Watch it.
They're like, oh, you're figure skaters, but like that's it.
Yeah.
Like I would have
Unless
actually
you
thought
know
that Tara
them.
and Johnny. First of all, I think that NBC they should have made one of them a traitor because it would have made it more interesting because they had a
Mhm.
very close
Yeah.
friendship.
And that's actually really smart because the Winter Olympics are coming
Yes.
up, and
Right.
they're commentators.
Well,
Yes.
So
but-
just promote the Olympics more. That's
well,
really
Brayden,
smart.
something that
Wow,
you said
they
when we
really
watched it
fumbled that.
virtually
Missed
last week
opportunity.
that now that Ren is gone, they may be getting another traitor. So who might be?
Oh,
the
maybe.
traitor? Previously, they've done that, but also.
'Cause I would have preferred them rather than Mama Kelsey.
Well, but see, they hadn't done that before, so now I'm thinking like, are they going to get another traitor because they technically had one?
they will.
Probably.
I think
They'll at least try.
they're gonna need some because if not,
No, I
Candace
think
throwing
it's-
Rob off the turret.
I think it's gonna be Dorinda
You think
I don't know if they should have another
because
housewife.
Dorinda. But that's what everybody thinks.
Yeah.
So I think Dorinda, because she got like a second chance at this game.
Mm-hmm.
Homeboy is doing a really good job playing
Who? Snake?
I don't know.
Rob.
Snake.
The one that's playing who is a traitor, but he's
Rob.
playing all of them like a fucking fiddle.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
we've
Candace is
seen
about
that
to get in
before.
that ass.
We've seen that before.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
It's the
we
Rob
saw it
of
with
it all.
Dan last year. So speaking, since we're in reality TV, I don't know if everyone knows about Luann, Jill Zarin, Ramona Singer, Kelly Ben-Simone, and Sonia Morgan now have a new show that is being produced by E, and it's called The Golden Life because Bravo would not pick back up New York Housewives, so they took their business elsewhere, and E's no longer a part of NBC Universal. So they have now went
On
over,
that.
and they have a new show called The Golden Life. It will not be in New York. They will be all moving to Palm Springs, where you see their golden life and their after. So they have a
Right.
new show that's about to start filming.
It's for
of-
someone. It ain't for me.
I was like, of things that I don't care about, that's at the top of the list.
Yeah.
It's very interesting that they couldn't do a successful New York show by mixing in people of color without everyone spazzing out. It's kind of crazy. They couldn't.
I mean,
do
it's
that.
America.
This is America.
That
Also, Alex McCord is coming back to Bravo. I read.
yeah, she is.
So I don't know what
It's
that
she's
looks
supposed to
like.
be a friend of on the new New York Housewives or something.
Oh, on E.
No, on the no.
Oh,
the other one, like with the new people.
Well, we're getting the wrap it up. So
Oh, we got to wrap it up. Okay.
Oh, the Grammys.
The Grammys, quickly. Let's talk about the Grammys. Adam, Pop Girlies. Let's talk about it. Sabrina Carpenter didn't win.
she
How do you
didn't
feel?
win anything, which
No.
I'm like, whatever.
It's okay.
Yeah,
It's fine.
she's
She's
fine. The
plenty
Grammys
of
were
time.
whack.
She's young.
She's
Yeah.
young. She's so hot right now.
Yeah.
She won last year, so
Yeah.
She's
But
fine.
congratulations to Bad Bunny, notably winning Album of the
Mhm.
Year, the first Spanish language album to do so. And it was so great because obviously he's going to be doing the Super Bowl.
The Benito Bowl.
The Benito Bowl. Very,
Mhm.
very excited for Bad Bunny. I thought his win was so emotional because like he just sat there for a moment and that was real. Like, and if you looked at his table, he was actually there by himself. He had nobody else in his camp. Miley was there with her two friends.
Right.
And then
they probably were too scared to come with him.
and he was there by himself. Yeah, and he talked about that. He talked about how there's going to be a level of protection around his team
Should
at
be.
the
Yes.
Super Bowl because
'Cause people are
Trump
cray-cray.
obviously isn't attending because he said, I don't want to go to that. I'm going to the Turning Points Bowl, whatever the fuck they're doing. I'm just really happy, and I think that Bad Bunny, we talked to so many people like our friend Johanna and our friend Paul, and like he means so much to the culture for them.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that I'm very, very happy for him. And
Yes.
I like him. So
Yeah.
And
So
Kendrick
cute.
Lamar
So
is
fun.
now the most decorated rapper
he is.
in Grammy history, which
Yes.
is awesome.
He is. Lauryn Hill showed up on time.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'll be
Paid her.
damned.
She paid her taxes.
Yeah.
Yep.
She showed up to salute D'Angelo. The only thing that I was a little put off by is I feel like Angie did not get like his. They have a child together, obviously, and that she didn't get a tribute, I guess, and then they get the same love as D'Angelo. How do you feel about that?
She was not mentioned.
No,
Olivia
Maybe there's
Dean
beef.
won.
I mean
Love
Olivia Dean's great. Yeah.
Yeah, she won Best New Artist.
Yeah,
Cher said
that
Cher-
Luther Vandross won a Grammy.
that
I'm like-
poor baby.
She
And-
obviously didn't go to
funny.
rehersal. She showed up 2 minutes before she went on
Right.
Well,
stage.
actually,
Right.
no, I want to defend Cher a little bit more than that. It actually wasn't just that. It was the teleprompter.
Oh, sure.
So everyone doesn't have a good teleprompter like Ian is for me. Thank
Hey,
you so
Ian.
much. I'm able to read this.
Roll the script.
Yeah. And so Cher, like everyone was having issues throughout the night because we started watching it last
Yeah,
night. And
I would rather not say anything though than say
Luther
Luther
Van-
Vandross
Who's no longer with us.
at all
Because
for
when it
quite
happened,
some time,
like-
Senator.
So that makes her. So that makes her look ding dong.
yeah,
well, she's getting some
She ain't
ding dong. That young man she got.
She got a
Young man.
28-year-old pole to pole.
Yeah, and so does Madonna. Madonna's somebody said they
Wait,
know that
maybe I
they
should-
somebody said they know they tossing Madonna like pasta salad. They said because he's a big old chocolate.
like
Darrell,
I do not want to
I
see
said
that.
the quiet game.
Oh yeah, I should be quiet.
It's just even gross, even more gross because pasta salad is usually cold. She's probably like
Yeah,
a cold
and it's
fish.
small pasta,
Oh well, that's
and there's
all
chunks
right.
in it.
Anyway,
Anyway.
Y'all think Bad Bunny is gonna wear a dress?
yes.
I think so.
at some
Yeah.
point,
I think Cardi B is going to also come out. Also, her performance on Saturday Night Live was everything.
Bodega
Alabama
Baddie.
Skarsgård.
Which had a lot of people confused. They were like, "I thought Cardi B was black," and I'm like,
Now we have to explain this to y'all
"Oh
again.
my god, you
Anyway.
know you can be black and Dominican at the same time, right?"
Those are my. Never mind.
Anyway,
Quiet game for you now.
Yep, no problem. Mark
So,
up.
but before we go, because I know it is our time to go, we've had enough. We want to say we lost two great icons. We lost Catherine O'Hara from Home Alone, Schitt's Creek. She was amazing, and also
Nightmare
to
Before Christmas.
Nightmare
Beetlejuice.
Before Christmas.
People forget about that
Beetlejuice.
one.
I mean, yeah, all of that. And
Temple
also-
Grandin.
Well, Temple. Okay, and also
Love that
to
film.
to the
Deep
family.
Cut.
Right. To the family of
Ian,
our
what's so
beloved
funny?
co-host Adam. He lost his uncle Simon Rios. So we want to give a shout out to his family and send love to you guys. Thank you, Adam, for showing up. You always show up even when things are rough. We love
I
you.
do what I can with what I got.
Oh.
Oh,
So thank you guys again for joining us here at Pride the Podcast. We love you all and we hope you come back to join us again next week. But as Ashley said, this might be our last episode.
probably, most likely.
Most likely.
No.
We'll see you next time. Follow us on Pride the Podcast on all social media. We love you guys. Bye.
Bye.